Today is the 5 leads daily, and this is an important process to start putting into your home service business. This is what we use to really scale our business. I'm not freaking seeing it, JT. Are you? We're somewhere live. If you see it, I'm gonna view as a visitor real quick.
Geiman Media Group is live now, it says.
I'm not live in Geiman Media Group. It cross-posted to Geiman Media. Let me go to my Gary Geiman business page because I cross-posted at that too. There we are. I'm gonna go ahead and share it out from there. All right. Okay. That's only let me share out the groups I own. Awesome. Okay. So let's talk about 5 leads daily. I'll get it shared out to other groups later. 5 leads daily. What is it? Well, 5 leads daily is a process you got to go through to begin to build the foundation for your lead flow. In a home service business, obviously you're not going to grow without leads. You have to have leads. If you don't have leads, you're not going to get customers. You're not going to make money. Right? You'll be gone. So let's look at the places where you should be looking for leads. The problem that a lot of home service business owners fall into, and we talk to them every day, the problem they fall into is they believe that one source or 2 sources is supposed to just keep them so busy that they're going to grow and the world's going to be fine. That's living by a mantra that if you just put in the work, everything's going to work out. And while sometimes just putting in the work is good, if you're putting in the wrong work, that's bullshit. Like if you need brakes on your car and you change the oil, that's not fixing the brakes. And a lot of home service business owners believe that if they change the oil, it makes the whole car better. Well, you have to be looking for leads in multiple sources. So what are those sources and what do you have to do to accomplish that? So let's talk about it. First of all, Google. 50% of your leads, 40 to 50% of your leads should come from a Google platform, whether it be Google Maps, SEO, the organic search listings, or ads. 40 to 50% of your leads should be coming from Google. So if we go 40%, let's break it down, and we're working on 5 leads a day, and there's 22 working days a month, that's 110 leads. If your business had 110 leads a month right now, how would your business look, right? If your business has 110 leads, but you're trying to build it, you're trying to grow it, how does it look if you're at 7 leads a day? How does it look if you're at 10 leads a day, right? That's why building this foundation of leads per day is very important. We don't want to look at week. We don't want to look at month. Like we want to look at it daily. What are we trying to accomplish? If your goal is 5 a day and you get 3 one day, it's not the end of the world. You get 0 one day, it's not the end of the world. You just have to reset every day and start going after that goal. So we started with a goal of 5 back in 2016, and we began to hit that goal pretty consistently. By 2017, that goal was in the 12 to 15 per lead day, and there was a couple times when we would hit the 20 lead day. During Christmas light season, we would be at 30, sometimes 35 leads per day. And season, there we go. Just making sure we have audio because I got a call from somebody. Anyway, you have to begin to build that focus. So let's talk about past Google, right? So 40% is from Google. That's 2 leads. We need to come up with 3 additional. Where's the next one? Social media. However, you can't be selling all the time. You have to be providing value. That's why I recommend going live 3 times per day, making sure that you're constantly engaging with prospects that are following you, throwing those live videos into community neighborhood groups, making sure that those neighborhood groups are constantly looking at your content. That content should be you working, your trucks in action, the things that you're doing to make yourself be available to your customers. And that's really what you want to be doing on a consistent basis. So if you're doing that, if you're looking at those items and you're saying, you know what, I am going live on a consistent basis. I am in those groups consistently 2-3 times a day. I'm posting content consistently. Then leads are going to start to come. The other way is to get into the group and search for your services. When was the last time somebody looked for a pressure washer in this group? And then go down that list of those posts and reach out to those people. Maybe they've already had it done. That's fine. Get your information into their hands. Maybe they haven't had it done and they need a quote. Look for those opportunities and make yourself available for those opportunities. So with social media, like, you should be able to consistently get 3 to 5 leads a week from social media, almost one per day. And I'm talking about non-paid ads. Being social and social media will allow you to be available, right? And if you're available, then you can get those leads from social media. And there's more than just Facebook, Instagram. If you have a home service business that has the images available to catch people's attention, obviously lighting, cleaning are two of those, junk removal. The list goes on and on. If your work makes a difference, a huge before and after difference, then Instagram's a place you can hang out as well and get those leads. Phone, text, and email. If you're not using the phone daily, and I'm not talking about current customers, I'm talking about prospecting. So you probably have a base of a group of people that can hire you. For instance, if you're all home service businesses, real estate agents, property managers, hands down, they can hire you. They're not going to hire you if they don't know about you. The good thing about realtors is their information is easily available online. Pick 5 a day, call them, text them, email them. You don't do all 3 every single day, but use those 3 tools to communicate with those real estate agents, letting them know, number 1, who you are, number 2, how you can help them, because that's what they care about, and 3, that you're ready and willing to provide your service when they need you. And then when they do call you, go provide the service. Don't put them off for weeks because you're so busy. Learn how to incorporate those types of jobs into your workflow to begin to build relationships. Because with real estate agents and property managers, that's what success is going to be all about. It's going to be about you helping them, and by you helping them, you will be successful. So use the phone, use text, use email to communicate to those individuals. That should generate a couple of leads a week, right? Signs. Signs was probably one of our, especially early on, before we really tackled, or I should say accomplished successfully Google Ads. Signs was one of our biggest sources of leads. I put out 50 signs a week religiously, and those signs generated calls. Those signs would generate anywhere from 8 to 20 calls a week, depending upon what the service was, what the time of year was, and if you did it consistently, you would see those numbers. Now, at the same time, I put out 50 signs and we get 1 or 2 calls a week. I could put out 50 signs, we get 20 calls a week. The problem is, what you guys do is you'll put signs out, you'll get 1 call. It doesn't work. But you have to be consistent. You have to be constantly putting signs out. I see guys put signs out consistently, but then I'll see them put them out in places they have no business putting them. Like, for instance, where our office is, we are in what they call the re-gentrification area, right? And it's kind of low class, but then there's kind of high class. There's not a lot of residential action going on of people hiring, let's say, exterior cleaners. But there's one idiot in our market who puts exterior cleaning signs all over this area. And in fact, Dave and I, when he was in town the last time, we saw his signs like 4 times. And Dave was like, do you think he's trying to get your attention? Because that's what it felt like. Because every time we made a turn, there was his sign. And while putting the signs out is important, it's important to where you put those signs out. Saturday morning's the best. Find the places where homeowners are. Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco, Walmart, Target, large churches in your area where people are going to be. Put them out on a Saturday morning so that way the sign police ain't going to take them until Monday. And you get enough eyes on those signs, people are going to call you. Signs are very important to you getting to that 5 leads a day. And then finally, this is where everyone misses out. Everyone. They forget to market to this group. One group that you guys have the ability to market to on a consistent basis, and 75% of home service business owners do not market to them on a consistent basis. Watch this. JT, what group of people am I talking about that home service businesses do not market to on a consistent basis?
Their customer list.
Holy shit, their customer list. Time and time again, I talk to people. I need to get leads. Okay. First conversation that I have with them, I need to get leads. So I'll ask them, how often do you contact your customer list? Here's the answers I hear. Never. Almost never. And pretty much never. Right? That's 3 out of 4 business owners do not contact their customer list on a consistent basis. We communicate it to our customer list via phone, text, and email on a consistent basis monthly. I wasn't always selling. I was providing value. But that is the biggest miss that people fall into. 1 to 2 leads per day should come from your customer list, either from them referring business to you or from them hiring you again. But I got a service that they don't need me all the time. They only need me every 3 years. Bullshit. You got more than one service. So maybe you did a house wash. Maybe that house wash was done, and they don't need you anymore for a house wash, right? But you do other things. You clean the concrete, you clean gutters, you clean roofs, you clean decks. The list goes on and on. Or maybe you're a junk removal company, and you pick up junk one time. They're gonna have junk more often. Like my wife would be a junk removal customer every 3 months. How do I know this? Because we take shit to the junkyard all the time, right? We throw stuff away constantly, constantly, and consistently. It's not one of those things where we sometimes do it, we always do it. So if I was in a junk removal company's database, they would get our business on a consistent basis. And it's not just junk removal, it is every home service business out there. You need to be contacting and communicating to your customers on a monthly basis. Provide value, provide value, provide value. You don't need to sell. You don't need to sell anything. You just need to provide value and remind them that you are there. You remind them you're there, they'll remember to use you, and they will give you business. They want to give you business. I sold my home service business in August of 2018. This is my favorite story ever. Sold it in August of 2018. July of 2019, I was speaking at an event, and I thought to myself, I want to go back and look at June 2019 and see how many times I was called on my personal cell phone or emailed on my personal email, because I had no communication with those customers after August 2018, and there was times when I would send information out via my personal email or personal cell, so people had access to that. In June of 2019, because of our follow-up and our consistent communication, in June of 2019, I had 23 previous customers reach out to me and ask me for a quote on service. Some of them just said, can you come do this on this day? Because we had consistently marketed, consistently communicated to that customer database. I don't care if you got 100 customers, 500 customers, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Communicate to them on a monthly basis. Use phone, use text, use email, use mail. right? Mix it up. Use a tool that allows you to follow up on a consistent basis. You want to get to 5 leads a day? You want to get to 10 leads a day? Whatever that number is, you're not going to get there just using Google. You're not going to get there just using signs. You're not going to get there just using one thing. You have to use multiple things to put it together to be able to get to the number you're trying to get to. And if you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to crush a number, that's how you crush the number. Put that stuff together. Work on getting 5 leads a day and begin to see the effects of that go pretty hard. You want to be successful? Work on getting 5 leads a day. And let it begin to give you the attainment of the goals that you're trying to hit. Trying to double your business, 5 leads a day. Trying to double, triple your business, 5 leads a day. Like, get to that number as the foundation and then add to that. I don't care what service it is you do. Begin at a foundation and then add to that. Like I said, we were at pretty consistently 12 to 15 leads per day in 2017. And then that number is what got us to the revenue number. I knew we would close at least 50%. I knew our average ticket was at least $600. So I knew what we needed to do to get to those numbers. And, we had trucks to fill. We had crews that needed work. And then we had bank accounts that needed money. You want to get to those numbers that you're trying to accomplish. You need to make sure that you're building a foundation where you're concentrating on your daily lead number on a daily basis. That's something you should be looking at. How many leads did we get today? What's our opportunities? And if you have that, then you can push forward and give yourself the opportunity to achieve the goals you're trying to accomplish. I got 4 more videos to do today to make up for the, we'll call it mess up, so I can put this on YouTube and not get smacked for using that F word. So pay attention. Keep your notifications on. I'll probably go on my personal page so that more people can get access to it. And I just want to help you crush it, of course. Dominate your market. Let's dominate.